about set for football now at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, a good battle in the AFC North. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had. The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
They'll run the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver.
And 6 yards
And
to
third
go.
down coming up.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. Jackson up top again. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
That's good.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. And let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
37-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll run the toss with Warren. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Jonnu Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. Third down coming up.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Rashante Wester now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend. And remember, it's the NFL created a couple years back. What a great job they did. Because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. Here's Hill. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Jackson. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Steelers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
First grab for Metcalf. Good for the 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That one good for 26 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
Complete to Zay Flowers. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, here's Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run here with Hill. 1st down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
On the handoff, running left is Henry, and he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the 1st half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. The open man is Wilson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Crazy. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nate Wiggins, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On 4th down, Steelers send out Corliss Waitman to punt. LaJohntay Wester deep for Baltimore. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
Complete to DK Metcalf. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Wester now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd
and this is where
6.
the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So it's a 3-deep zone here, so they call that cover 3 defense. So what they're going to have is they're going to have a center fielder. He's going to be in the middle of the field, and it's his job that on the quarterback's throw, he has to be able to break and play that entire middle third of the defense. So you got to have the right guy back there, not only with the instincts, but then the speed and the ball skills to go make a play on the ball.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
Another Steelers 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and 2. Here we go. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He steers clear. First tackler working his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Warren. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Rodgers to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Jonnu Smith, touchdown Pittsburgh. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers move out to a 24-10 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
10 at the 37-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore. After this, they'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely.
10 yards to go.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
2 yards.
Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 36-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake, Jackson. He takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Third and inches. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. Going to go right back to Henry. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And he's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Ravens back within 7. It's 24-17.
Ravens 17.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. A-Rod now to throw on first down. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now Warren.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
3rd and 11. Rodgers. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 31
That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 31 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown in communication and execution, because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd and a yard. We'll try to pick this up with a jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signals he's got enough for the first down.
So interesting play call here, Mike, right? So 3rd and short, we're used to seeing people just run it up the middle, just pick up a fresh set of downs. But so often, if you know exactly how the defense is going to align in there tight, there's a great opportunity to get the ball on the edge with some speed and pick up that first down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
And that's over everybody out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Warren, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's either going to lose yards on that play, and now it is third and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Third and goal for Aaron Rodgers. That is caught.
Rodgers pass. Brought down just shy of the goal line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's
2
all.
yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll go again here with Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 2.
In motion goes Likely. On third down, here's a run by Henry. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
First and 10.
The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. The middle with Warren. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the Steelers
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down. They run out of the gun with Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Uh-oh. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Steelers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Ravens 17. Chris Boswell to kick
Boswell
off
now
Pittsburgh.
following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Jackson fires complete to Flowers. That'll be good for 11 yards, still short of the 1st down marker, and 3rd down coming up.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big gain.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak, and he will have the Ravens first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one
Delay
off
of game,
on top.
offense. Still 2nd down.
Second down, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass intended for Mark
Missed
Andrews.
opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. Probably see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Rodgers. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 6 yards to
And they
go.
got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. From the gun, Rodgers. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
That's good for a Steelers.
A first down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play.
An interesting decision
First
there by the
down,
play caller to
Steelers.
put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
To Calvin Austin. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking. Get yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That is caught at the 3. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on first down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
Jackson now on second down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score! Game on! Rashad Bateman! Touchdown, Ravens! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good, and the Ravens will cut the deficit to 7.
Steelers 31, Ravens 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Austin now to return this. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On second down, Warren. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started.
At their own 24-yard
Lamar
line.
Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they face 3rd down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 65 yards.
8-yard line.
Here is 1st and goal. Bateman is the motion man. Hill. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3, and that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Third down, they need 5. Now Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Smith. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.